Hello everybody, and welcome back to Stellaris, MegaCorp. Last episode, we expanded out a little bit, starting to establish ourselves on another world outside of another world other than Mitra. We've also been expanding our influence with our outposts, kind of in a circular pattern. Once we secure one system out from our current home binary star system, I'm thinking we're going to push towards the edge here and clear out this area around the the Yoathmore Shroud. Mass extinction, burned planet. One of the planets orbiting this star bears the still open wounds of some past calamity. Its surface is a roiling sea of half-melted minerals boiling into a superheated atmosphere, but Farian astronomers claim that it may once have supported life. A special project has been issued to study the molten planet.
Situation log revised.
Nice. But yeah, we'll kind of clear this out, see if there's any good choke points here. I'd like to secure the edge of the galaxy, secure our backs. So we'll start going out there. That seems like a good place to go. We have good choke points here if we need them. Okay, construction ship. Secure the starbase, or secure that area with an outpost. Because our admin cap is still 50, so we're about halfway there. Slowly growing our influence on the planet. Well, not influence, just growing the population. And we've got a few days left before our new colony is set up completely.
Future market survey complete.
Nice. Okay, we got that. So system surveyed, and we finished establishing the colony. So on Impultov Prime. So it is a colony, a balanced settlement, and a bold new frontier. Let's see here. What do we want to get? They're already on negative for energy credits. They have a lot of minerals, though. This could be a mineral planet. Let's see. Can we need climate control network. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Well, let's build a district. Get some housing up with some amenities, because clerks produce amenities. So we'll do that. And then we'll wait on the energy production. Would like to research special project there. We'll research these special projects that we have here before starting out on our new survey initiative, which will be towards the galactic northeast in relation to our current map and Mitra. And then I think we'll focus Impultov Prime on mineral production. Okay, we do not have the resources to build the stations in orbit there, but we are going to build another outpost down here, and we'll secure the area right around us. As you can see, it's automatically being assigned to this sector. Okay, we got a new trait for our Chief Executive Officer, CEO. Eye for Talent. What does Eye for Talent do? Leader cap, +1. Experience gain, +20%. Nice. We also get an extra trade value, and he's charismatic. I don't know why I clicked that. That wasn't how to exit that. Okay. We have built up some alloys, so we are going to buff out our military fleet a little bit. It's around that time. Now you have noticed no pirates. The system for pirates has changed. They no longer randomly spawn. They instead spawn on trade routes that have high value and have not been patrolled by military targets, making piracy actually make sense. Special project completed. The team under Science Officer Garnak Nick has finished their expedition on Iglor 5 and returned to the CSV Jarl Lorfan. Sadly, the wrecked starships on the surface were too badly damaged to recover any useful technologies. These vessels were clearly very advanced, however, and we could gain valuable engineering insights if we analyzed the way they were designed. We should consider the construction of a permanent science outpost in orbit. So essentially just +3 engineering in orbit. And some actual experience for our scientist. That's good. Let's do this one as well. The barren planet. Or the burned planet. Let's just check our situation log, our mass extinction ones. So we got one there, one down here. That'll be away. And then these ones down here. So, cool. Let's build the mining stations up there. Okay, science ship is currently going at that. What are we low on? Getting a bit low on food. So next thing we'll prioritize is a agricultural district. Let's get discovery going. I like completing my traditions.
Special project actualized.
Mass extinction. Molten. The unfortunate fate of the planet can be laid squarely at the feet of cosmic whims. Some gravitational disturbance after eyeing the system's star with some suspicion, our scientists named a transient space-time anomaly as the likely culprit, forced the planet from its natural orbit to one much closer to the Sun. Although the planet is slowly spiraling out towards its original orbit, it has been cooking in the residual heat from the star ever since. Okay, so that's that. Let's go ahead and start. Oh, actually, no. Research that one. That'll take you 180 days. That won't be that bad. And then we'll go out and we'll start taking a look at all these systems up north. Okay, we finished our fleet build-up. And we got some extra minerals from mineral-producing jobs. Let's see here. Build times. Planet build speed plus 25. Alloy mega forges. Oh, so I think this is the upgrade for the forge that for the alloy production building, which is interesting. But I think we're going to go with. Yeah, we'll go with this, the standardized Corvette patterns. I guess we should get an admiral on our fleet here. You can also see there is no leader cap anymore. That's the cost of leaders is tied to your empire size. So, and how many you have. I like the idea of an adaptable leader. So pick you up, put you in charge. You can see here now ships have a pirate suppression rating, which will suppress pirates in the systems they go into. Small ships have an advantage to this. Like corvettes and destroyers, I think, are the ones that have that. Anything bigger than that, I don't think actually gets a very good bonus. Or a very good... I think it's 10 per corvette, and I'm not sure how much it is per destroyer. But I'm not sure if cruisers get pirate suppression or not. So you want like destroyers and corvettes patrolling your area. Special project completed. Science Officer Garnak Nick has managed to partially translate the alien mural discovered on Impaltov 5. It is a memorial for an extinct alien race that once maintained a small interstellar empire in this region of the galaxy. They were apparently exterminated by the creators of the mural, a fact that they seem to regret. Given that the mural has been dotted dated to an excess of 300 million years old, it is likely that its creators are also extinct by now. Perhaps most interesting of all, it is the material that the mural is made out of. Despite its age, it is in remarkably good condition. So, some engineering research and experience. Cool. Alright, get to serving. Okay. So not a lot going on. Impultov Prime. Still going strong. Can't really do much there. Does now have a city district, which has given it some housing and amenities.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, construction complete there. Why don't you get this research station built? And let's build up an agricultural district. So we can make sure our food does not go into the negative. That would be bad. Whew. And our administrative cap is slowly getting closer to being filled. Ooh, factions founded. I like factions. I like this kind of. I like the politics. Factions founded. A new faction has recently been gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Outstar Consumer Products. Led by Chief Executive Officer Yapra Toros, they call themselves the Association of United Scientists. Their members have been pushing hard for the advancement of sciences. A disgruntled faction has been the source of trouble, but one that approves of the government's actions could be useful. So yeah, 60% support, which means we get some extra approval. This looks like 10 of our populations are a part of them. They have 100% support, which is AI as allowed, so that's their only thing that they care about. Not that we could build any. So I'm not sure what that means. Actually, I wonder how many...
Upscaling complete.
How many? 34, so it's only like 1/3 of our entire species actually support that political faction. Ooh, some orbital alloys.
Research
Those are rare.
optimized.
That's really nice. Okay, so we can clear out that swamp on Impultov Prime. Ooh. And this would allow us to clear out the... Ooh. Yeah, we're going to pick that up. That'll allow us to clear out the glaciers on Impultov Prime as well. But let's clear this blocker there. That'll give us max 2 mining districts, which is really nice. Because if we can clear out all that, this becomes 9 mining districts, which is amazing.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, Mitra's construction complete. Ooh, faction founded. A new faction is recently beginning in the internal political landscape of the Outstar Consumer Products, led by Chief Executive Officer Yarpatalos. They call themselves the Imperial Unity Movement. Extreme centralization and military political power. Oh, alright, it's gone. I guess they just keep forming these parties, and like nobody's. It's a one-party state so far, or in this case, a no-party state. Everybody agrees on everything, so there's no reason to keep forming them. Ooh, this is a nice system. Grip bond. Nice. The alloys are good, and I like them, the orbital minerals and energy credits, because those are always nice. Okay, noxious swamps are being cleared. Okay, mining station done. Let's get that research station up.
Upscaling complete.
Nice. Impultov has been increased. Oh, we got an anomaly. Anomaly. Unusual energy readings. We briefly detected some small, unusual energy readings emanating from this planet. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. Let's research. 67 days isn't a big deal. Ooh, looks like our governor's going to level up soon. He's eager, so his cost and upkeep were lower. Faction founded. Battle Brethren. So they want us to assert our military dominance over the rest of the galaxy. And they're gone. Governor trait. So he's architectural interest. So what does that mean? Cost of buildings goes down. And this goes from all planets. So you can see here the governor is sector-based, not planet-based anymore. So the reason the sectors are there are just for the governors, really. Because if we go to our sectors, they're still there. Planets and sectors. So we have sector settings. So, magnetic reversal. Magnetic field on Gripban. Is that an A or an O? It's an O. Gripban 6 experienced a complete reversal while it has been observed by the CSV Yal Lorfan. This rare event has interchanged the positions of the planet's magnetic poles. Fortunately, it was all recorded on the sensors of our ship, providing our scientists with a lot of valuable data. Nice. So you can't transfer resources, create a vassal out of it, or sector settings, so the sector will balance all production, and all that stuff anymore. But it really doesn't matter anymore. The amount of micromanagement, unless you get like really huge systems, is pretty minimal now with the new system, so I haven't actually used sectors that much. They're there, but I use them just for the governor. So far. Mass extinction, noxious planet. Allegedly, this planet's flora and fauna choked on their own poisonous emissions, likely helped along by the release of reactive gases from beneath the planet's crust. Special project has been issued.
Situation log revised.
Okay. I like to think, like in my headcanon for this race and this game, the Outstar Consumer Products has been just destroying the biosphere of Mitra. And that's why they're going to all these planets to try and figure out how they can make it better without cutting into profits. Because I mean, it's a company, so profits first, shareholders first. Though I'm not sure why there would be like an active. I'm not sure how a mega corporation ruling an entire planet would work. Because why would you like? What does investment do? Because investments, the basis of the value of a company's stock. Doesn't it tie into how well that is doing compared to other companies? So is it like an internal stock market where subdivisions of the one company all have their own internal stocks? Or what? I have no idea how it would work. It's profits for profit's sake, or just power for power's sake. I mean, that's another thing.
Outlier identified.
Anomaly. Ancient shipyard. An ancient orbital shipyard drifts in silence above this world. It has suffered significant battle damage, and entire sections of the facility are missing. Let's research it. Why the hell not? We're also going to produce 3 more corvettes. So that'll give us an even 10 corvettes. You can see we're slowly expanding out. Mitra is growing. It's our empire capital. Capital planet of an interstellar empire's vast complex governmental buildings, bureaus, and agency headquarters. You can see here planetary features, gives you some features that are on here, which I like. That's kind of interesting. Automated shipyard. While conducting their survey of Asmore 6, Roman numerals always throw me the first time I read them, the CSV Jarl Lorfan detected the remains of an automated shipyard in orbit. It is at least 1,000 years old and seems to have been subjected to a heavy missile barrage, but one of its remaining bays is still in working condition. Science Officer Garnak Nick is confident that power can be restored to the shipyard and would be a significant project. but it would be a significant project. Automated repair ship.
Situation log revised.
That'll be something in the future we'll take a look at, because situation log has 1 construction ship in orbit. So actually, that'll be something we can do next time. Once then after construction ship is finished in Gripban. Finish off Discovery here. It's gonna give us some good stuff. Nice. So finishing off the Discovery of, well, the one we just got was Pops working with research have their upkeep reduced by 20%. That's awesome. That gives us more consumer products and food back. And Discovery, finishing that off, adopting all Discovery traditions increases our research speed by 10% base across the board. Awesome. In addition, we unlock an Ascension perk, so that's nice. So let's get the Ascension perk done. So, nihilistic acquisition, the notion of self-determination cannot be a moral absolute. Holistic goals clearly outweigh individual concerns. So unlock the raiding bombardment stance, which in turn allows us to abduct Pops from besieged planets and resettle them in our own worlds. Doesn't really work. I don't really think that really works with us. Interstellar Dominion doesn't really work either. Technological ascendancy. The technologies that would have been indistinguishable from magic mere generations ago are now within our reach. A new age of technology has begun. Research speed 10%. That's pretty good. One vision, monthly unity and governing ethics attraction, mastery of nature. This decision that permanently increases the maximum number of districts a planet can support by 2. It can only be performed once on each planet. Ooh. That is a nice decision. Executive vigor. Transcendent learning. Our society must change its approach towards learning, and by doing so, our best and brightest will be able to reach a completely new level of achievement. Universal transactions. We shall extend our brand and our business to every solar system in the galaxy. Greed is eternal. Branch office cost negative 15%. Communal packs no longer cost... Ooh, that's good. We're taking that. We are totally taking that. Because the commercial packs are what we require, since we're not a criminal organization. We need those packs to be able to open branch offices. So not those agreements cost us unity, that's not unity, it's influence, and that cuts into our influence production by quite a bit. So having this is awesome. So that was a good one. It might not have been good to take really early on, but it was there. We're taking it. So, construction's going well, survey ship's doing its job. Do the noxious planet next, and that'll be fine. Not exactly sure what the goal of this series is going to be. I think we might get to like the end crisis and see how that goes. I'm not sure. Just kind of seeing what happens. How it feels when we get there. I'm not, because I want to know how the game plays in the mid game now and in the late game. Because if there's one thing to say about Stellaris is that it had a very boring mid game. And like the early game's really fun. You're researching everything. You're getting all these events and anomalies. They're so cool. There's like little storylines. You're expanding your influence, and it's about this big land grab. But the mid-game was boring because of the fact that you didn't, like, there wasn't enough interplay between the nations. It's not like EU4 where all of...
has been surveyed.
Well, let me finish my thing. It's not like EU4 and other Paradox titles where even though you have all your borders butting up against each other, there's not a lot, there isn't as much interaction between the empires. I think this update and the things they've been doing change that a little bit and make territory more important to take and certain systems more important than others. At least that's what I'm hoping, and that'll make the mid-game better, and the late game, when the crises and stuff happen, I think that'll make it far better. But Asmore 7, Strategic resource discovered. During its survey of Asmor 7, the CSV Jarl Lofan discovered deposits of rare crystals. These crystals have properties that make them extremely effective at focusing laser beams. They are also a critical component in most advanced electronics. In addition, many cultures treasure them as decorations and adornments. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control over the system for future exploitation. Nice. So that's a rare crystal resource. That's good. Science ship has finished that, so let's get the noxious planet done. Actually, sensor log. Track on maps, we got those two. We got one here, which is pretty close. This one we'd have to go around. This one's far away. I don't even know how you get there. Probably through this and then that way. I'm not sure. And let's establish an outpost on Asmor. Mass extinction. Toxic. The cracks in the planet's crust, first presumed to be the result of significant tectonic activity, are actually the lasting marks of impossibly large roots burrowing through the Earth. At some point in the distant past, a freak mutation, possibly deliberately induced by sapient beings, though it is unlikely they could have predicted the result, caused the native plant life to grow out of control. Many of these plants reproduce through pollination, with countless gametes carried by currents through the lower atmosphere. While this process was originally only cause for mild irritation, the exponential increase in atmosphere-borne particles effectively choked the life out of all animals on the planet in the matter of months. Whew, that's a way to go. It's only down there for this. New faction founded. A new faction has recently outside company products. Chief Executive Officer, Association of Advanced in Science. So it's a science thing. It looks like there's only one person in it. 12 people are in it. It's holding strong. I think we have a faction, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully. We'll see. It is giving us extra unity, which is nice. Or not unity, influence. Damn. Keep doing that. Okay. Ruined Dyson Sphere. Ooh, you have encountered the remains of an enormous space station in Farragon, encompassing the system's primary. Our scientists theorized that this may have once been a functional Dyson sphere, a megastructure designed to harness the power of a star. It is obviously no longer operational, with its hull having sustained critical damage from an unknown type of energy weapon. Of note are also the large debris fields surrounding the sphere. Although the megastructure itself is ancient, much of the debris in the system appears to be significantly younger. Most of it seems to originate from two distinct battle fleets that pummeled each other into oblivion, possibly in a war to decide ownership over the shattered sphere at some point in more recent galactic history. Fascinating. Fascinating, Captain. Okay, so that's a Dyson sphere, megastructure in there. Actually, I haven't seen this. What does this look like? Ruined Dyson sphere. Nice. I think you can repair that at some point. Get your own Dyson sphere, which would be kind of interesting. A little bit of energy credits there. Still need to get that research for these glaciers to go away.
Completed.
Okay, pretty boring actually. Okay, so they just switched again, military power, and it's gone. This is an odd little glitch, I guess. All these factions popping up and then going away. At least we had the science one for a little while. Increased our starbase capacity. That's from owned systems. We can so we get base cap 3, but we own an extra system. Or no, just from owned systems in general, I think we get an extra one. Not sure.
Research actualized.
Okay, what do we got? It's the Corvette build speed. The mineral increase would be nice. Robotic workers would be cool as well. I think the mineral one we really need. We need a good basic resource production, like ground floor. And from there we can then build something better out of it. Okay, the Silver Guard. It's a new faction. They're gone. We're not union busters, we're faction busters, apparently. Ooh, that would be something. Oh, that was something that could have been a civic for union busting. To decrease, like, to increase happiness overall, or decrease the effects of unhappy pops would be interesting. That's probably something that'll be modded in.
Upscaling complete.
Cool. Alright. So we got that now. Let's do the research in the system.
Potential market survey completed.
Once that's in orbit, we can start researching. I am thinking maybe it's time for us to buy up another science vessel to start going down here. You know what? We are going to do that. Another science ship. Ooh, scientist has increased level. Ooh, Einstein. Or no, not Einstein. Well, the Einstein thing, but they're researching physics. They're researching society.
Upscaling complete.
Okay, another science ship has just finished. Let's get a new leader. Let's see here. You guys are all eager. Ooh, we'll take the one with the that's a bit more expensive with the anomaly research speed increase. Ooh, we got an anomaly. Solar Sailor. An abandoned ship has been left to drift aimlessly above this planet. The massive sails protruding from its hull suggest that it relied on solar power to function. Easy, 67 days, great. Okay, you start surveying down this branch. Okay. But looking at the time, I think it's the end of this episode, so thank you for joining me. If you like this episode, please leave a comment down below. Also hit that like button. If you want to help support the channel, consider the subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below where I have links to my Discord and my Patreon page. I'll see you guys all in the next episode. Bye!